Hey guys, this is Absentis, and I'm bringing you a game with a Xenome who's joining me. We have WhiteRa spawning as the red Protoss in the 3 o'clock position. His opponent Fenix, the blue Terran at the 12. WhiteRa, also known as WhiteRa, very famous. He's shown up in a lot of tournaments. And Fenix, having recently come onto the scene and won IEM in New York.
Yeah, so I actually know, well, a fair amount about WhiteRa. He used to be my favorite Protoss player before the Koreans got a hold of the game. And so he's kind of known as a cheesy-ish player. He did recently get married. He's been performing surprisingly well despite the handicap of having a wife.
Right, he's also an older gentleman. Some people nickname him Grandpa Toss. He's known for his unusual strategies, but and also his low APM in comparison. If you check it out right now, he's about 150 to his opponent Fenix, who's well over 300, close to 400. But still, he manages to do things quite smart, quite wise. Fenix is doing things pretty standard, and WhiteRa so far has no indications of doing any cheese, but still a little early to tell, as he does like proxy stargates.
Yeah, so Phoenix is from Peru, I believe. He's the only invited player from Latin America to go to BlizzCon. And yeah, everything looking pretty normal so far. WhiteRa's scout gonna find Phoenix last, and Phoenix only now sending out his scout. Looks like he's actually going to find WhiteRa last.
Yeah, and you might just not have the background on WhiteRa. Personally, if I were playing against, WhiteRa rather, I'd be scouting him pretty quickly, just to make sure that he wasn't proxying me or doing anything else that was too crazy. But he's not, for the moment, just getting gas and putting down a cybernetics core.
Yeah, second barracks coming down here for Phoenix. He's also getting a reactor first. So this is something that's more typical of a Korean style build, but I'm not familiar at all with the Latin America servers, so I guess I can't really derive anything from this.
Yeah, I'm not sure which servers they play on. They might just play on North America servers. But 2 racks for Terran is very potent against Protoss. We might see a third barracks being thrown down, or maybe a fast expand. Both of which are both of which are pretty good. Phoenix now getting his SCV, might make it up the ramp. Yes, he does. He makes it past the Zealot, and he's able to scout WhiteRa's base.
Yeah, we should notice that Phoenix isn't taking his second gas yet, which is, pretty late. It's, I guess, normal if you're going for this 2 racks build. He should be, I assume, upgrading something pretty quick, and of course he does need those minerals to keep up that production with the reactor barracks. A second gateway now going here for WhiteRa, and he's named WhiteRa instead of WhiteRa because his sponsor is duckload.com.
Right, and I believe he wanted to have his name say WhiteRa, but unfortunately Battle.net doesn't allow that many characters in his name. We've got, as you said, upgrades now. We have Stim coming out for Phoenix. And even with upgrades, you can get by on just 1 gas as a Terran doing a 2 racks. Now, what is a little interesting is the Reaper that's being made that allows for increased scouting. You can jump up, maybe snipe a sentry to be able to get up the ramp. We'll just have to see what he does with it.
We've got an expansion coming down here for Phoenix, and he is going to push forward a little bit. I assume that this is just for a contain earlier on, although he might be doing a really quick timing push.
Yeah, his stim is too far away for him to be really committing to this attack. I imagine this is more just to test the boundaries of what can happen. Oh, and the Reaper is getting up in the main.
Yeah, and a Guardian Shield popping really early here for WhiteRa. The Reaper is going to get trapped here and now die.
Oh, and that distracts all the units, so Phoenix is able to push his way up, actually. But he looks like he is going to retreat now. I imagine he's seen all he wants to see. If you check his vision, he does have sight of 3 of the 4 warp gates. And a proxy pylon by WhiteRa, and he's actually sending in 4 stalkers to the natural. A bunker trying to be built, but this SCV is sniped.
Yeah, wow. How did we both miss that palm? A second one going down. Phoenix is going to stim here and probably be able to take down these stalkers, but I think Duckload is going to be fine with this. He's even if he loses his entire force, he's actually going to push in with his reinforcements from them. Okay, there we go, backing off.
Yeah, he's bringing in reinforcements from his base, also warping in 4 more zealots, and this is just a huge amount of forces right now. Might overwhelm Phoenix. Nice force field trapping some of the units. SCV's being forced to be pulled, but Duckload is focus firing his opponent's stimmed out forces, really stimming too much for them to stay alive at all. Phoenix has, I think, a single Marine right now, a couple Marauders inside his base, and Duckload sending another wave of Stalkers. I don't see anything Phoenix can do here.
Yeah, neither do I. Oh man, that warping. Yeah, there we go. Phoenix GGing. So WhiteRa is going to go 1 up in this set, and of course these are best of 3. So yeah, we'll go on to the next one.